Before we start today's video, check out our affiliate links in the description down below. These can make some great gifts with the holiday season just around the corner, or even a gift for yourself. It supports the channel at no extra cost of you. Thanks so much. May the force be with you, and enjoy the video.
Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up guys, Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and a new exclusive report and update says that Taika Waititi's Star Wars movie is no longer in development and is no longer happening whatsoever. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna hop right on into it, break it all down for you guys, everything that we know and everything that we're anticipating right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Okay, so in this video we are going to be taking a quick read from cosmicbook.com news.com. I have never actually read from their source before. They say it's an exclusive report coming from them there as well. They read that exclusive Taika Waititi's Star Wars movie is no longer just not happening, and not just that, but he also seems to have been booted from Thor and taking on any other Marvel Studios projects or movies. Like, a lot of people thought he was going to also be directing Thor 5 for when that ever does come to fruition, by which, if you are a Marvel channel or Marvel fan, we have our Marvel channel linked in the description down below. But that's besides the point. So conversations that they have heard with the insiders at the recent Comic-Con a couple of weeks ago have informed them that Taika Waititi is definitely not doing his Star Wars movie at Lucasfilm any longer. They had also previously tweeted about it and mentioned it with the rumor that Marvel may have removed Captain America Brave New World director Julius Anna from the movie as well. Like, he was supposed to do something with the Brave New World. I don't know. Anyway, he continues to read that I was also actually told by this insider that Leslie Headland is done at Lucasfilm. Recently saw the news that the Acolyte had been canceled and won't be getting a season 2. There just isn't any other need for Leslie Headland if there isn't going to be a second season from there. Insiders had also filled them in that the reason Taika Waititi is no longer doing his Star Wars movie at Lucasfilm is because of what had happened with Thor Love and Thunder. They were told that Waititi didn't finish Thor Love and Thunder and that it was a complete disaster, and that Marvel had actually given him the boot from the movie towards the end, like probably after its principal photography, but that's besides the point. They were also told whether or not a new director came to finish the flick, it sounded like the Marvel, kind of just took to finish it themselves, like Kevin Feige and other producers had kind of taken to that wheelhouse essentially to finish on Thor Love and Thunder. They were also told about Waititi hadn't finished the reshoots and the final cut of the movie Thor Love and Thunder, and also told that Marvel had a really difficult time putting together the final cut of Thor Love and Thunder and just a difficult time working with Waititi overall as well. The insiders had also filled him in as that Marvel kept running into issues with continuity and with the story, and that they would go to certain parts but didn't know where to go next from there. They couldn't sync things up right either. Waititi even admitted that they had struggled through the edits and right up until the end of things for Thor Love and Thunder. So really it all kind of based and comes from around everything that Taika Waititi had done with his last Disney Studios project that was under Marvel Studios, Thor Love and Thunder, and it seems that things kind of fell apart. They had difficulties and struggles working with and throughout that overall project, and they wouldn't want him to come over and do stuff with Star Wars. Of course, him having been announced to do his Star Wars movie, that was right after the success of Thor 3 Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok was a very successful movie, loved by the fans, of course, its story and everything, and then he was announced to do his own Star Wars movie. He had taken to work on the next Thor movie, Thor Love and Thunder, and then was supposed to go on and work now on his Star Wars movie, and since then just hasn't really done anything, hasn't gotten it off the ground. A lot of fans thought it was because maybe he was being lazy. Other reports were saying that yeah, he is working on it currently and writing through it and everything like that, and that he's actually getting close to a final script. And now we're hearing these reports of he's not even working on or developing his Star Wars movie with Disney any longer. It definitely is a bit of a roller coaster, but it definitely also makes sense. Now, as of for myself, quite personally, I have heard reports that Waititi just isn't doing the best. He's having some issues, struggling with some drug abuse, apparently, is kind of what I have heard. I don't like to speak out on that kind of thing though, especially if I'm not just 110% certain and confirmed on that either. That's just kind of what I have heard in the background of things as well. Maybe you guys have heard something about that, so let me know in the comments down below. Now, what got us into theaters is the best version that they could come up with for Thor Love and Thunder, and their insiders also had told them that. Their insiders said that as a result that Taika Waititi is out at Lucasfilm and is not doing his Star Wars movie and probably wouldn't return for Thor 5 either, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it. Of course, it goes both ways. He can make a really great Thor movie like Thor Ragnarok, or more of a rocky kind of Thor movie like Thor Love and Thunder. Interestingly enough, the report goes on. Taika Waititi recently came out himself and said that he only did the Thor movies for the money. This is something else that I had heard about, and I think I covered here on the channel. I'm honestly not sure. It's very disappointing to hear, but like, yeah, it is also what you would anticipate and expect. I think that for Thor Ragnarok, he definitely had an eye for it, a passion for it that was behind it. But with Thor 4, Love and Thunder, of course it's a fun movie, don't get me wrong, but yeah, you can definitely tell that that one is for the money. And at the end of the day, you can't blame him for 110% on that either. Like, of course, he needs money to live and do stuff as well, so I can't blame him for that either. Waititi had also said that he never read the comics, said that Thor was the least popular, and that the franchise was at the bottom of the barrel, kind of just thinking down and looking down upon Marvel Studios themselves. Of course, these last couple of years haven't been a height for Marvel Studios with their different various movies, in and out of theaters, or with Disney Plus projects and shows as well. It was even kind of teased at and referenced in Thor or on Deadpool and Wolverine as a bit of a tidbit and a bit of a joke. I definitely think that Marvel is back on the run and is headed up to a much more higher point, especially with the next 2 Avengers movies coming out here, but kind of to like kick them while they're down kind of scenario, and then also look at like them like that. They've given him so much. They've given him a name for himself, bringing him on to do Thor 3 Ragnarok when he was really just a nobody at that point in time and hadn't actually really directed anything all that much is honestly very disappointing to hear, and it really shows his true colors, like the kind of person that he really is. I don't know about you guys, but if he's that kind of person, I just wouldn't want him to touch the Star Wars franchise, to be honest with you guys. Other rumors had offered a Thor 5 is happening, but just not with Taika Waititi, and that Chris Hemsworth will return in a completely opposite approach that had depicted in Thor Love and Thunder, out with the goofy Waititi Thor, and they're going to have a more serious character from now on. Anyway, I know this video is a very mixed bag of things, talking Marvel, talking Star Wars, talking Waititi. Very confusing, very much so of a roller coaster. Seems that Waititi, based upon this report, is out. I can't say, once again, as I had mentioned at the beginning of this video, take it with a grain of salt. Take it as a rumor, honestly. I can't tell you guys how reputable this source is. It's my first time looking at them and reading from them. If they get other trades talking about them, though, however, like The Hollywood Reporter, or even like The Direct, of course, I think you'll become definitely much more substantial. Anyway, guys, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.